Psychosis, and this is my co-host, Dick.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Wow, welcome back to a great show. I don't know about you, but I've been stressed all week with finals.
Yeah, you feeling pretty down?
Yeah, I feel like an idiot.
Well, maybe I can cheer you up with a joke.
Oh yeah?
Do you hear one?
Oh, of course.
So how does a blonde's neurons die?
How?
Alone.
Oh.
Anyways, did you see that movie?
It was terrible.
Beautiful Mind?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, that John Nash guy, man. Did you see those hallucinations? I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Oh.
So he had schizophrenia, huh?
Yeah, that's the word on the street.
Well, that's great, because that's what our topic is today.
Oh, yeah.
Schizophrenia! Schizophrenia! Ah! Hey, speaking of John Nash, have you ever heard of Andrea Yates? She was that girl that drowned her 5 kids. Oh, jeez. Well, we're going to teleconference her in from prison because she's spending her whole life there for killing her kids. We're going to find out what happened. What was wrong with her? So we got Andrea Yates on the phone right now. Andrea, we want to ask you a few questions if that's all right.
Andrea, are you there?
Hello?
Thanks for having me on your show. I'm actually not in prison. I'm in a low security hospital in Texas.
Okay, so first question, what did you do exactly?
Well, that day I woke up and I knew that my children were possessed by the devil, so I decided to drown them in the bathtub.
Oh, interesting. Hey, why did you kill your children, by the way?
Yeah, did you think that was okay?
I killed my children because they were possessed by the devil. Yeah, that's what I heard anyways.
So, Andrea, one last question. Why did you think your children were possessed, huh? That's crazy.
That is crazy, Andrea.
Well, I thought they were possessed because they told me. You know, the voices in my head. They told me that they were possessed by the devil, so I had to kill them.
Well, you heard it. That's directly from the mouth of Andrea Yates.
Thanks, Andrea.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on your show. I think the world's a safe place now. And we'll talk to you later.
Well, that Andrea, she really seemed to have positive symptoms schizophrenia. What do you think, Dick?
Man, she gave me the goosebumps. That shit was creepy.
Today we have a guest on the show who's going to explain a little bit about schizophrenia. Would you like to introduce him, Dick?
Yeah, we got Freud here. He's straight from the grave.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I am Dr. Freud, from the grave, and this is a cigar. It is just a cigar. Little joke. All right, well, I'll be talking to you about schizophrenia, even though I really had nothing to do with the research in my day. But, excuse my German accent, I've been out of practice for several years when I've been in the tomb. So schizophrenia, gentlemen and ladies, is literally translated to be the split or broken mind. And there are 4 common types of schizophrenia. There's disorganized, which shows very much impairment in the thought form, such as incoherent speech, word salad speech derailment, or clanging sounds, like little babies do. So, the second big form of schizophrenia is paranoid type. If you've ever thought that the FBI was after you, you might be crazy! You might be crazy! Anyway, most common with paranoid schizophrenia are delusions of grandeur or delusions of persecution. Oh. Thirdly, we have another subtype of schizophrenia known as catatonic schizophrenia, where there is some psychomotor impairments. You may find somebody in an awkward position for a long time, like their head is in between their legs, and they seem to enjoy it, but it could be schizophrenia. Nothing sexual. Although, if you had a dream about it, it probably would be sexual. Finally, the 4th type of schizophrenia would be the undifferentiated, because schizophrenia displays itself in many ways. And sometimes it doesn't fit into those three previous categories. Well, now I'm going to talk about the two different research-based types of schizophrenia. There's type 1 and, yes, as you guessed, type 2. Type 1 is is when there are positive symptoms associated with the schizophrenia. And these are behavioral excesses such as hallucinations and delusions. Now this is the most easily treated schizophrenia with normal medication. Second, type 2 displays negative symptom schizophrenia. How many times I'm going to say schizophrenia, do you ask? I don't know. Type 2, the negative, is defined by behavioral deficits such as subtractions, flat affect, and alogia. It's a little bit more boring than the hallucinations. Well, thank you for having me on the show. I must go back underground. Goodbye. Well, we'll be right back after a commercial break.
From our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Thor. I'm a pill you want to get to know. If you suffer from positive symptom schizophrenia, most likely due to an excess of dopamine in the brain. Do you have hallucinations and delusions? Well, you should take me. I am a Thorazine pill, and we're going to sing a little song. It goes something like this. You ever felt out of touch, seeing things that aren't there? Do you hear strange voices, or feel the government stare? Well, I'm just the pill for you, to take all those things away. Why don't you try me on for size? Hey, what do you say? Oh, let's do the Thorazine shuffle. There's nothing like it around. All the skits are doing a shuffle. Take Thorazine to town. Hey, the side effects can be harsh, like dancing uncontrollably. But I don't know anyone who doesn't like that, so come now and dance with me. Oh, let's do the Thorazine shuffle. There's nothing like it around. All the skits are doing the shuffle. Take Thorazine to town. Hey, side effects may include tardive dyskinesia.
Wow, I really want to do that dance. What is it called again?
The Thorazine shuffle.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, that was a phenothiazine. What do you think of that?
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, how about we take a look inside the brain? Get a closer look. What do you say?
Studies using brain imaging such as fMRI and PET have been used to examine differences in the brain activity. These images have shown that patients with schizophrenia have differences in brain occurring most commonly in the frontal lobes, hippocampus, and the temporal lobes. This has led to a particular focus on the function of dopamine in the metabolic pathway of the brain. An accidental finding led doctors to discover a drug group that blocks dopamine function could reduce the psychotic symptoms exhibited by schizophrenic patients. This led to the realization that amphetamines, which trigger the release of dopamine, can intensify the psychotic symptoms connected to schizophrenia.
Was ist das? Did someone say cocaine?
Dopamine hypothesis of schizophrenia has proposed that the excess activation of D2 receptors is the cause of positive symptoms of the disease. Research has also focused on the neurotransmitter glutamate and the reduced function of NMDA glutamate receptors in schizophrenia. Studies on post-mortem brains of people diagnosed with the illness have suggested abnormally low levels of glutamate receptors. This has led to the discovery that glutamate-blocking drugs can mimic symptoms and cognitive issues associated with the condition. In addition to these differences, there have also been findings of differences in the structure and size of certain brain areas. In 2006, meta-analysis of MRI studies have found whole brains and hippocampus volume were reduced in addition to ventricular volume. These are MRI scans of a 28-year-old male identical twin, showing the enlarged ventricles in the twin with schizophrenia on the right compared to his brother on the left. Schizophrenia is a brain disease with measurable structural and functional abnormalities in the brain. It is not a purely genetic disease, and other biological factors play a role in its etiology.
Well, yeah, I thought we had a great show. Hope you learned a lot about schizophrenia. Did you?
I did.
Oh.
Da 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 da